My name is Ronda Del Boccio. The URL is www.storyation.com, and I live near Branson, Missouri. I am known worldwide as the Story Lady because my passion for stories and really for connecting with people and helping to tell help you tell your stories is what fuels my business and what helps me use the skills that I have in the world. I haven't too much of an impression of it. I haven't been here that much, but it was really great to come to Lincoln. I have not been here before. Nice to see a new place, a little bit anyway, as well as I can see anything. As someone who's mostly blind, that's why I made that joke. So I'll be looking forward to seeing more of it. I'm excited to try some of the restaurants. I'm very appreciative of the wonderful bed and a nice night's sleep that I had at the new Victorian Suites here, and the staff have been very nice. So it's a great place, and since you can do business from anywhere, why not here? It's a little drier than when I left, having passed through floods to get here. It's more of a city than where I live. I live out in the country, and of course we're in Lincoln. I like the nice open feeling that Lincoln has, and it reminds me a little of Bloomington Normal, Illinois, where I went to graduate school, and I like the feeling of it. The people are great. I can learn from anybody. The person that I think I would most, I'd like to say who I would not like to work with. That might be really interesting. The least I would like to work with is Ken MacArthur. And the reason why, for Ken MacArthur fans, don't be all shocked and upset, because I know him very well, probably better than anyone else in the competition. And I have a great respect for him, and he's awesome. But since I know him so well, I thought it would be really cool to learn from somebody else. And I get a really big kick out of Jeremy Shoemaker, so I would really enjoy working with him. My biggest competition on the show, that is kind of a tough one, because everyone is coming here with different goals, different ideas of what they are here to get out of it. I know that I expect a couple of them to be pretty brutal and going after the money and possibly kind of running over people. I know Jonathan Van Clute has been pretty clear about, he's definitely here for the money, and nothing wrong with that. But and I think there are probably some people who think that they might just grind me into the dust just because my experience is a little different, because I haven't worked with some of the networks for the affiliate networks as much and so forth. I don't know who I'd like to see eliminated. I guess I could say Tom the Furry Hat Guy for his nasty crack about the hotel. Maybe I'll just say that. It would mean a lot to me to win. It means a lot to me to be here. It would mean a lot for me to win the Top Affiliate Challenge, in the fact that I would, first of all, being the only female, I had to bring a little estrogen to the game here against a whole bunch of guys. So it would be really cool to pull one in for the female gender. And also partly to show that somebody who has a sensory disability, as I'm a blind person, and to show that, even if you do have any kind of disability, any kind of condition, not only can you pull it off and work, but you can compete with the best of the best. You can compete with some of the top marketers in the world and come out on top and actually win a competition. And it would just mean a lot for me to show just how much inner strength and personal guts and chutzpah that I have to stick it out against such great competition. Molly Flagtail is my roommate. I think Molly Flagtail, my guide dog, is absolutely awesome, but she hogs the bed. I'm in a king-size bed here. I'm in a smaller bed at home. Even in this big of a bed, man, she sprawls and takes up that whole thing, and she has a lot of fur, and people just love her. I mean, she goes up to everybody and gets all kinds of love, so she is definitely a terrific representation of the fact that business is all about building relationships. But she's a bed hog. The kind of food I eat when I'm not on a reality show. Oh, a variety. Working on bringing more fruits and vegetables in. I love steak, chicken. I love fish. I adore salmon. Just kind of a variety of different foods. I'm a very spiritual person, and I feel that every one of us, personally, no matter what walk of life somebody is from, no matter what your spiritual practices are, that we all have certain gifts that we're meant to use in this life. And so for me, part of what's important to me is as I go ahead and use my particular talents and skills and learn and love as well as I can, that gives everyone else, no matter what walk of faith you are, permission to do the same. My greatest strength that I bring to this competition is unwavering belief in myself, in the fact that I can learn to do anything. And I don't know, I guess a part of that for me, the unwavering belief comes from that tenacity that I have had to develop as somebody who has had to work twice as hard to get something that everyone else gets more easily, just because I'm a blind person and have to do things differently. My greatest weakness in this competition is that I love people. I hate the thought of telling anyone who should be voted off, and that perhaps is a weakness in this competition. I think everybody has perhaps different skills, and we all have our qualities that are less pleasant than others and that are more pleasant than others. And it's really hard for me to think about, you so and so ought to go home. That's a weakness for this competition. What I did to prepare for Top Affiliate Challenge was, first of all, I gave great gratitude to everybody who helped me along the way to even get here in the first place. Because the reason that I'm here, sure, it's part me, but it's part all the people who voted for me and people who got their friends and other people to vote for me, and the World Association of Persons with Disabilities at WAPD.org, who allowed me to mail to their list because I'm doing some teaching and sharing some of my winnings with them. So I said a great lot of thanks, first of all. And then to prepare, I joined the various networks that we are allowed to use their resources, including xy7.com and the Pepper Jam Network and Never Blue Ads and others, and getting used to how those things work, because that is a new aspect of internet marketing to me. So I did that. The most important thing that I did was in my own mental game, in preparing for different situations in my mind that might come up, and preparing myself mentally using a lot of different affirmations, that things like that I think on my feet, that I can learn anything quickly, that I am adaptive, that I am a strong team member and a strong competitor, and other types of things that I used to get my mental game in the right place to be of tremendous service to the team that I will be on, whatever team that may be, and to help Schrock Innovations and everyone here make this a great show, and of course to take my own self as far as I can. I have imagined wearing the championship ring. I've imagined sitting in the car, even though I don't drive and I would take the cash option for that, but I've still imagined all of those things, preparing myself what it will be like to go through this competition and take it as far as I can.